Labour is looking at potential amendments to Boris Johnson's new UK Internal Market Bill amid serious concerns about the new legislation. The controversial legislation, which would override elements of Mr. Johnson's Brexit deal with Brussels and breach international, has now been published. Downing Street insists changes in the Internal Market Bill were simply limited clarifications to protect the Northern Ireland peace process if they failed to secure a free trade deal with the EU. But Northern Ireland Secretary Brandon Lewis provoked a furious reaction when he confirmed to MPs the legislation would breach international law in a very specific and limited way. A spokesman for Labour leader Sir Keir Starmer, "The bill has just been published and we will publish a full response as soon as possible and look at any potential amendments. There are obviously serious concerns about the contents of the bill, the implications on devolution and the implications on the Northern Ireland Protocol." He said Labour was particularly concerned at potential breaches in the ministerial code if civil servants have been directed to break the law over the withdrawal agreement. The spokesman said, "Yes, there are concerns and there's an urgent question in the Commons tomorrow on this matter." Sir Keir had earlier urged Mr. Johnson not to reopen old wounds and to instead get a deal, move on and concentrate on defeating coronavirus. The bill is intended to ensure Northern Ireland can continue to enjoy unfettered access to markets in the rest of the UK. Mr. Lewis said the powers the government was taking would enable ministers to disapply the EU legal concept of direct effect, which requires the enforcement of EU law, in certain, very tightly defined circumstances. His admission led to Conservative former Prime Minister Theresa May warning the government was in danger of losing the trust of other countries that it would honour its international agreements, while Labour described the admission as absolutely astonishing. Reports of Mr. Johnson's plans saw the pound plummet against the US dollar as chances of securing a post-Brexit free trade deal with the EU appear to diminish even further. It followed the shock announcement that the head of the government legal department, Sir Jonathan Jones, had become the latest senior civil servant to quit his post.